Hey, this is Terry with Openly Concealed here at Idaho Enhanced Academy. And we've got a couple of special guests here. We have Justin Graves from Centerfire Distillery, my good friend.
Long time no see.
Look, it's been minutes.
Too long.
Yes.
Yep.
So, and we have a special guest, Megan Hoover from York, South Carolina. Former NFL cheerleader, and I'm going to let her kind of talk about all of the things that she's done, all the places that, all the cool things she does, sponsored shooter, all kinds of cool stuff. So, Megan, tell us about yourself.
All right, so my name is Megan. I am from York, South Carolina. I am a former NFL cheerleader, and I also used to bring management class in Charlotte, North Carolina. Working at the range and introduced to firearms, and I started to be USPS redone, and that's actually how I got Justin. And I had the opportunity to work with him and start shooting 2A when I was shooting 3-gun, which was pretty awesome.
Sweet.
But I also do other things. I do bodybuilding, which is
Oh, wow.
a little different. But yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I do bodybuilding, but it's more of the circular
Cheese curds.
Cheese curds, yes.
Yep.
So, wow, that's crazy. So, former NFL cheerleader with
What team?
the Carolina Panthers. All right. Well, that's
So I have a question really quick. What years were that? What did you cheerlead?
I was a cheerleader there for 2011 and 2013.
So was Cam Newton there at that time?
Yeah, it was his first year on the team that I cheered.
jealous.
I'm out.
Right on. So, how did you get into cheerleading? Did you do cheerleading in high school?
I did. I did competitive cheerleading, high school cheerleading, and when we moved to Texas, I lived there for a little bit. I tried out for Houston, and then I got really close to making the team. So when I moved to Charlotte, I figured I would give it a shot, and I made the team for a couple years.
Right on.
So
Okay.
there's that TV show with the Dallas Cowboys, the cheerleading TV show. Is it similar to all the teams that are kind of like that you experienced?
It is. It's very similar. From auditions to practices to games, it's very similar.
Yeah.
And now, Justin, weren't you a cheerleader for like Little League, major teams, special teams?
In another life, I was.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. I thought so. I
Yeah.
thought so. All right.
The problem was I was too good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
I didn't know if you guys met cheerleading or if it was.
Nope.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Good enough. Good enough. All right. So then, from there, you became. So were you a competitor for the? Is the bodybuilding and the bikini thing hand in hand, or is it a separate?
It is.
Okay.
It's the same thing. So
Okay.
train for like a certain amount of months at the gym, and then we put our bikinis on, and we essentially get on stage and they judge our physique.
Okay.
Are
All
there
right.
are there any male cheerleaders? And if so, how do you do that? Asking for a friend?
What?
Nothing.
That's just Justin being Justin, which we all know that's what we love about Justin.
This is my last interview here, isn't it?
Yes. All right. So, wow. Because I think I went to school with a girl that actually did that, and she actually just this last year passed away from cancer. But
That took a really dark turn.
I am really sorry. But she was a sweet girl. Sweet
Yeah.
girl.
That's sad.
Yeah. But
She was an NFL cheerleader?
no, she was a competitor,
Oh, competitor.
bodybuilder.
Oh, okay.
Her,
Gotcha.
her husband is a bodybuilder.
Okay.
And so they kind of got into it together. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know a few
Very
people that did bodybuilding competitively, and kind of cool.
So do you still do that, and do you travel for that, or did you travel for that?
Say that again?
The competitive bikini competitions or fitness competitions, do you still do it? And if so, do you travel, or if you don't, did you travel for that?
Yeah, so a lot of it is local, getting qualified nationally, and then I went to Chicago, some other different states, but you can compete nationally to get an IFBB pro card. So I'm not competing right now. I'm kind of more in the off season, just because I was competing 3 years straight.
Wow.
I need a little bit of improvement.
Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
I can see that. That's pretty tough on the body, isn't it? Because don't you have to like really to lean out, like dehydrate yourself and.
You do. You're on a strict diet or meal plan for anywhere from 16 to 23 weeks. And then you deplete all the way down to so you can lose anywhere from 10, 15, 20 pounds.
Wow.
All the way up to show. So by the time show comes around, I definitely want to eat this burger, that's for sure.
Wow.
I try to lose weight, but it keeps finding me, so I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah, you have a weight problem.
Problem, yes.
You waited too long. Oh, no?
Anyway, yeah,
Back to
you
Megan.
derailed my thought.
Bikini competitions. Weight loss.
Weight loss.
It wasn't going
Can't remember. Moving on.
All right, moving on.
All right, so I imagine it's pretty tough to since this show is about concealed carry more or less, and
It is?
but we like having conversations. It's about like talking to real people. It's
Yeah.
about just having conversations, sitting at a table, and being stupid and having fun and stuff, and talking about and other people, other business owners, other people that do things, and so it's always interesting. But I would imagine it's really hard to carry a concealed weapon in a bikini.
think it would be very possible.
Okay.
I'm not going there.
Well, I might have to design a way.
Do it.
Well, that's the problem because I know in the being a girl in the gun industry, it's all guys design holsters, and so they don't make a lot of stuff for ladies because they don't think about bodies different, hips are different, clothes are different, fit differently, and so I don't. There are options, but I don't think there's a lot of options for ladies that are like really that good.
Well, if you can wear a mask when you swim, you could wear a firearm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, do you conceal carry?
It depends on what I wear.
Okay.
That part is trying to find something that works. Because I wear a lot of leggings, but you can't really conceal on leggings, so I have to put it in my purse.
Okay. So, what do you see as the biggest hindrance with concealed carry? Just like not having a place to put it?
Not having a place to put it.
Okay. Okay. So leggings, and so one of the options that I have in my product line is the Ulti Clip, and because I always get that question when I'm at a show or I'm someplace selling holsters, ladies are like, "Do you have anything that works without a belt?" Because ladies don't like to wear belts, and I'm like, before it was no, but now so there's a company out there called Ulti Clip, and with the Ulti Clip, it actually affixes to material, so no matter what holster is, it clips to the material rather than a belt, so you can get some retention. But then you run into a whole nother set of problems with like the gun being too heavy and pooching out or whatever you want to call it. It sags or pulls the pants down or something like that, and so it's an option, but there's just not really a ton of options. But we actually know Laura Lee, who owns Miss Concealed, and it's a kind of a belly band. That's another option. But anyway, it's always kind of interesting talking about perspectives from ladies to men, and talking about Texas. I remember being in Texas doing I think it was a grand opening for a Gander Mountain, and they had a couple of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders there. They had one of the famous guys from celebrity.
One of them?
I wanted to call it one of those guys.
One of them.
From the Dallas Cowboys. But I remember being in the holster aisle, and this lady comes up to me and goes, "Hey, do you got anything that fits a lady?" And I'm like, well, and I put my foot in my mouth by saying, "Well, I know you ladies don't like to wear belts." And she goes, "Honey, you're in Texas. We all wear belts." And she shows me this big old, hey, easy there, Tiger. Big old belt buckle, and I'm like, I gotta kind of modify my little spiel to the demographic of wherever I'm at.
True.
But yeah, I guess Texas you wear belts, but
is that true, Megan? Because you lived in Texas.
I did not see a lot of women wearing belts.
Unless they're wearing Wranglers, I suppose.
You didn't go to Gander Mountain then.
Gander Mountain, yes, there it is.
Quick question, totally off topic. You're from Texas, you live in South Carolina. Where is your accent from?
I grew up in Missouri.
Kansas
Missouri.
City?
Yeah.
So you know Worlds of Fun.
I do know Worlds of Fun.
So all of my cousins, several aunts and uncles live in Kansas City or Springfield. And so we did summer trips
That explains a lot.
to Kansas City. And I love Kansas City. Yeah. The only thing I remember about Kansas City was they told you not to leave your windows open. You didn't leave your front door open. It was a pretty high crime rate. And
in downtown Kansas City, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you get outside of there, it's
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's like any big city.
I remember trying to walk from my grandmother's from my uncle's house to my grandmother's house in Kansas City, and it was like through downtown. We walked through a project and got accosted by some people. I won't label them, but they kept.
You ain't from around here, are you?
No, we weren't from around there, and they were like, "We'll let you go for a quarter." And we're like,
"For a quarter?"
For a quarter, yeah.
Wow.
And then it was a
Times
dime,
have
and then it was a
changed.
nickel, and we ended up just like busting through them and running.
That's why I always have change on me, just in case.
Oh, in case you get accosted for a nickel or a
nickel
dime
or whatever.
Okay, all right. Anyway, this isn't about us. Shut up. This is about Megan.
Megan,
So-
by the way, can we talk about 2A?
Yeah,
So
so
this is-
that's where I was just heading.
This is a big one.
Actually, before we do that, let's go to a commercial break.
Commercial break.
And since we've got the illustrious, or you're not illustrious, are you?